right, y'all. If you can see me, you are watching the round table. I am your host, your mediator, Yancey Cobb. Before we get into the round table, let me just tell you what it is. It's a show that discusses controversy. Anything that's controversial versus relationships versus politics, whatever it is, we gonna talk about it, argue about it. But before we get into that, let me introduce the table for you. Ladies first. Gio, what's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm good.
You excited?
I am.
You nervous?
Not really.
I'm sweating. But that's all right. That's probably because I'm fat.
I thought you didn't like it.
Yeah, fluffy.
Yeah, fluffy.
I'm sorry,
fluffy,
fluffy,
man.
I'm
Not
fluffy.
that
I'm
ER.
fluffy.
Take that
My
ER off that.
Okay.
No hard
We starting already. That's why you going last. To my right, I'm gonna have my boy Rye here.
What's going on? What's
You
good?
ready?
What's good?
You
Ready to
ready?
lock and load. Been
You
ready.
ready?
Been ready for this one.
We about to get bodies and people.
body
Body.
on the floor. Bodies on the floor.
Last but not least, my white boy Mace.
How's it going?
You see how you went last?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with going last.
Because you're white.
It's all right.
Just let-
Hey, man. First and everything else, I can go last this one time.
Alright. Shots fired. All right. So this episode 1. It's a new show for 2017, so I think it's only
Episode
right.
1.
Episode 1.
You gotta keep count because you never know. We'll be up to episode 100, and then guess what? You just be like, oh my god.
Dreams.
Right.
Dreams.
Hopefully we don't.
So keep it, man.
Dreams.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm excited.
So I think it's only right that we start by recapping 2016. You know what I mean? A lot went on in 2016. I think as a year, that was just a controversial year.
That was a crazy year. Yeah, it was.
like half the people like, 2016, that's the best year yet, you know, and then the other half like,
It's
almost.
more politically driven, like, nonsense, man.
Yeah, it was a lot. I mean, I wouldn't say it was more politically driven. I just feel like a lot of people, just the day and age, a lot of people's feelings get hurt very easily. It's just how they're born and raised, and I just feel like a lot of things that are going on right now, just with people in their like just mental state. I think it just got. I just think it took over more than just what's going on. Just I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like a lot of people's mental state and how they feel took over more than just how everybody else should feel. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel you. What was 2016 good or bad for you? Drama.
Honestly, I'm a drama-free person. I try to
that.
stay out of the drama, the limelight. It was, I don't measure my year how good or bad it is.
Mm-hmm.
I just go in and I take it one day at a time, and I try to make moves and I try to do things, that benefit me, that'll make me grow as a person, grow farther in my life, to do more things where I can outreach more people. I don't think that per se for me. Speaking, I would say yes because I get to meet new people, I get to know more people. So yes, 2016 was actually not as bad as everybody said it is.
So
like
you was on it was a good year in.
I wouldn't say it was a good year in, but I was just saying it was just like a regular year to me.
year,
I've
okay.
never over.
What about you, Gio? Anything exciting 2016?
I mean, for me personally, yeah. I got married.
Ooh.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, I got married.
Got you a man, somebody like
we
you.
got our own place and a new car. So yeah, I had a good year.
And I'm over like,
A dog like, right? Can I get a
where they
text
at?
back?
Where they at?
Text back.
Where they like seriously?
Can I
Text
get-
back, just a text. I'm not even text back.
Can I get it? Just look my way.
You. I feel you. What about you, Mace? Good year, bad year?
I think this year especially was more of a roller coaster year for me, but 2016 I was able to get a lot closer with you, my friend.
Meet the realest nigga you know.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Not the realest ninja.
But I'm just noticing that now that I'm in Florida, I've settled. I've been here for a couple of years now. I'm starting to figure out like what path I want to take, whether I want to stay in Florida, what I want to do, and all of that different nonsense. So it was just kind of just a roller coaster year, goods and bads. So I'll take it for what it was.
There you go. It was kind of in the middle for me. I'm kind of like where you was.
Yeah, it's like it was no here or there.
It's
It was
a
just you
normal
just living
year.
life as normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I will say getting this started and going, that was you know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about this since like my junior year of college. You know what I mean?
When you told me about it, I was all
Yeah.
about it.
That was good.
I signed up for it right away. I was like, yeah.
2016, we had a lot of people, celebrities, pass away, bro. Like, we lost some good people.
A lot of good people.
A lot of good people.
Yeah.
Question. And I kind of want to start with Mason. I'm so ready to hear this answer from you, Mason. Which celebrity death you think impacted, I guess, their respective industry the most, maybe? Is that the question?
Well, just all around. I mean, in my opinion, I'm going to throw this out, and a lot of people don't realize she passed away. Do you all realize Tupac Shakur's mom passed away in 2016?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yes, Afeni Shakur
I
passed
did
away
not know
in
that.
2016. And now, this is why it impacted me the most. 5 albums of Tupac's was released with his mom in control of his estate. 5 albums. And I believe half of all the proceeds made from those albums went to charity. On top of that, she had a clothing line opened up in his name that all those proceeds went to charity. She was a motivational speaker. And on top of that, she was a political activist. You know, she was a Black Panther who ended up, you know, getting out of the game once, you know, the Black Panthers got into some stuff, you know. But she continued to still stand up for what she believed in.
Right.
You know, and she instilled that into Tupac to, like, use your music, use your fame to promote what you believe in and stick to that. So she shaped one of the greatest musical artists of all time. After he passed away, rest his soul.
R.I.P.
Yeah. She continued his legacy by releasing his music still. And after she passed away, before she died, she made sure that his estate is still protected. And it's looking like right now, it's going to be Tupac's sister who takes over the estate, but she has stated to the press that she wants to continue the legacy. So it sucks that we lost her because she was continuing that legacy herself and doing a great job of it. But I'm hoping that, you know, the sister can step up to the plate and continue that because there's still a lot of music.
I wish they could have done that about Michael Jackson. Jesus.
I'm first of all impressed that Mason know who Tupac Shakur's mother is here. So I'm proud of you, Black
Bro,
Soul.
I
I
love
feel bad for
Tupac, man.
not-
Right, I didn't
Golf
even.
claps, golf claps.
I didn't even know that.
No, I knew that she died. I saw it. It was one of those things in the news that was very minor.
Which
so,
sucks.
and it's
Which
like,
sucks. It
yeah,
should have been bigger than that.
overlooked, yeah,
It should have been.
Because Tupac Shakur's mother, she was the one releasing the music. Like,
But see, people don't know that. It wasn't something that's publicized. Like, see, Michael Jackson, when things get released, you like, oh, you know who's tapping in. Like, Timberland's always on the beats, or
Yeah.
at least certain people.
Yeah.
And for Michael Jackson, it's different. I think it's more money hungry driven for Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That's why people rush so much of his music and they try to dub his stuff. But then you think about Tupac, you listen to it, it's genuine. That's why his music is forever will
Tupac
sell.
was beyond. He was before his time anyway,
Yeah.
bro.
well, when you have Eminem, who is arguably the greatest rapper currently alive, arguably,
All right.
Arguably.
All right.
As a white boy, I mean, come on, you gotta give him credit though.
Is he
Arguably.
white though? I thought he was
but
like.
hold on. When he states, oh my god, glossing past that.
He like, don't take him from us. Don't take
Yeah,
him
man,
from
come
us.
on.
It's like, we gave Gary over, we're going to
Right.
trade.
That's the lowest person I got, man.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
He's
ahead.
hanging with the best of them. Come on. When he makes a statement that "Dear Mama" damn near brings him to tears, a song that Tupac created specifically for his mother and about how she overcame all the stuff she overcame, like, the greatest rapper currently alive is stating, hey, yeah, I changed it. I changed it. When you tried to steal it from me, when you tried to steal it from me, I changed it.
All right.
When he makes that comment, it's like, you know, it's clear that she had such a big impact on that career. So, like, for me, that's like, I want to make sure that his legacy is still protected. We still maybe get some more of that music and stuff like that. So,
I feel it.
yeah.
I feel it. What about you, Rod?
You
had to
know
pick
me.
one.
I am all about that Louisville, Kentucky slugger, Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
Muhammad
that was a
Ali
big one.
was probably one of the biggest, the greatest of all times when it comes to sports and everything that
Greatest boxer. By far.
like embodied. When you think about what he did, people hate Colin Kaepernick for what he did, but people don't understand. Muhammad Ali did the exact same thing. He did not want to go into the Vietnam War, and he opposed everything what the U.S. was doing for it. Guess what he did?
Went
he
to
didn't.
jail.
He didn't really serve, but he appealed it and he won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so the thing people don't understand is when you have a platform that's so big, that's so great, he jeopardized his career, his boxing career, his championships, everything that he owned, his name, just to stand up for injustice and something he did not believe in to go over there and kill innocent children for the likes of whatever he assumed that it to be white men that's getting money off of this and stuff like that. He has so much respect, and me as a person who watched his films and his boxing tapes, because I too aspired to want to be a boxer, and I have boxing gloves, and I go to the gym and the bag and stuff like that, and just watch what he did and how he carried himself. There will be another one of him. It's like Michael, or it's like Obama, like
another one of Muhammad Ali, or another one who acts
another
like
one
him.
of Muhammad.
I'm gonna disagree with you there, but continue.
I mean, to be honest, like you think about his charisma and just how he was and just vocal. Like, yeah, you talk about Floyd and you look at Floyd and how
Shout
he
out
was.
to the money team right now. Shout out to the money
You
team right now.
Hey, you disrespecting Ali though. Floyd is not Ali.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying at all. I'm saying you look at Floyd.
Different
and
weight
how
class,
he's doing
bruh.
it.
I'm not
You're
even
looking
talking
at
about
Floyd
skill.
and how
I'm
he's
talking
doing
about
it,
personality.
and Muhammad Ali was the best to ever do it. To the preparation, to how he's like the Rock. He's like the Rock on the mic. You know,
Yeah.
he's like the Rock on the mic. He's so graceful with it. You know, full like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Oh, he was a wordsmith. He was a wordsmith for sure.
So I think for him and for people that knew his work, I think that was a big loss. You know, Donald Trump didn't know that Ali was Muslim. Fun fact.
Yeah, let's just table that.
Let's table that one later.
I just wanted to let y'all know that he didn't know.
Let's
that
table
he
that
was
one for
Muslim.
later.
Hey man, we'll make America great again later. Let's
Yeah.
continue on. Let's continue on.
All right, Gio, what about you?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm the youngest, so I guess mine ain't got that sentimental thing going on like y'all. I mean, Malvo. I don't know his real name, guys. I have my phone right here because I don't know how to say it.
Just try.
Mishu Mazaros.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's fine.
Y'all didn't
Take
even
it.
know that he died, so
Tell
Where is he from?
he's
Yeah.
for Everybody Hates Chris. You know, he's the
Hey,
I didn't really
he's
watch
like
that
the
show.
neighborhood.
I watched that show.
Right?
Oh,
It was a good
that was
show.
a
I didn't watch it
funny
through and
show.
through, but there was
that was a,
episodes
that was a
You don't
funny
remember that
show.
episode
I
where he
watched
had to
it.
like snatch a chain? Chris had to snatch a chain for
I
him.
watched it, but it was I just guess Chris was just too much of a like punk to me. Like he just always got bullied.
Hey, it was good
funny.
TV. It was
It
good
was funny.
TV.
Yeah.
That show was hilarious.
But I think when it came out, it was when I was in high school, so I was always into sports. So I was always watching Sports Center anyway.
That's probably. I actually didn't start watching it until I was in college, and the reruns was on BET
right.
because that was one of our channels in college. You know
I
what I'm
still
saying?
watch
So if it come on, I
Yeah,
would watch
I
it. I thought it was
downloaded
funny.
and watched it.
Malvo was funny too. I didn't know he died.
I
though.
know.
That,
So
like,
that sucks.
Yeah,
that blew my mind.
another thing.
Yeah. And how old was he?
77.
He
You know,
doesn't
He does
He
not
does
look
not
like he was
look
77 years
right?
old.
70s.
I still gotta look up when the show came out and see how old
Black
he
doesn't
was.
crack.
Yeah, that's a perfect example right there.
I mean, unless it's Obama, it's a different story.
Hey, well, he
And
was
he-
the
he
president.
understands.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't
You don't
have
have
You
to
know
know
what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, Trump's hair is orange right now. Let's
Hey.
look at it afterwards.
Hey, Michelle look good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle,
Yeah.
that's she bae. She is bae.
2024.
If I vote for her. I vote for her.
Not even
Michelle.
2000, not even
No,
2020.
2024. Come on, man.
So you give him 8 years.
Come on, man.
You give him 8
Hey,
years.
hey, we gonna
All
table
right.
that too.
Yeah.
we gonna table that too.
Yeah.
We gonna table that too. If I had to pick a celebrity that I thought like impacted, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stick to sports. Jose Fernandez, I think his name was. He was
The Miami
pitcher
Yeah, dude.
for the Miami Marlins.
Yeah.
When he died, a lot of people was upset about that. Like I live with a bunch of Hispanics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And one of them, he swear he could have went to the MLB anyway, but he everybody wore his jerseys, like the team wore his jerseys. Somebody got their first home run that they hit in his name or something. Yeah, like the day he died, cried running the
Yeah, his
bases.
best friend.
Yeah,
on the team.
he was loved. Like,
Yeah.
I thought that was a big hit, and I actually got a chance to meet him because I interviewed for a job down in Miami earlier, probably like April maybe. I went down there, and it was working for a company that the venue What do they play? Marlins Stadium, wherever they play.
Is it in Coral Gables?
It's one of the clients.
Yeah.
So I got to meet the players. It was like a security thing, so I kind of like walked them all to their cars and stuff. So, yeah.
But like when you think about it, like you were saying, when you think about what people have done for their culture, he's somebody that has probably done so much for his culture and his people, and everybody looks up to him. Same thing with Muhammad, same thing with Malvo, and same thing with Tupac's mom. Everybody has made a culture that it reaches out to them. The fact that he's a pitcher and being Hispanic, a lot, baseball is taken over by the Hispanics and stuff like that, and the Dominicans and stuff. But you think look at where they live and stuff like that. Some places aren't, not saying
Miami.
that them places aren't bad, but you think about Puerto Rico and how people, work so hard to just survive with the kids and stuff like that. They push their kids and instill in their kids so hard.
Well, I mean, the reason
to work hard, and the fact that he made it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the reason
People
he was
see
so
that.
loved, to give you some insight on, is like he came to the country, not a citizen. He left his family behind. Like he came by himself.
Right.
After a while in the country, he got his family. Like he was a family dude, and he constantly beat that to the public. Like whenever the press was on him, he always said he loved his mom. He loved all of his family. He was just a stand-up guy all around. Now, put that to the side. Let's go to just from a skill standpoint. He was their best player by far. He was one of the best pitchers in the National League.
Picture now is another guy on their team that's getting a lot of money.
No, don't get me wrong. They got good players.
Just because you get money don't mean you're the best.
He was the shining
Not like they
star,
pay you
man.
for your skill though.
No, but some people get overpaid.
No.
Even NFL, people get
I
overpaid
get
for
that.
that.
They have
skill.
some young talent, but he was a shining star. 24, guys. 24.
Yeah, he
He
was
was very young.
He went to the All-Stars his rookie year,
He
guys.
was young. Not to take nothing away from him. Not to
Yeah.
take. I don't watch. I mean, we're more into baseball than I am.
But he was loved not only for his skill, but like he was just an all-around great guy.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
He was nice when I met him, and like he seemed loved by the fans, the team, the coaches, which was it was good. It was all over Sports Center. I stay on Sports Center.
Yeah.
So
24/7.
yeah, that's my
First take. That's my fave.
That's my show. I
Yeah.
like it.
Mhm.
Yeah. On a lighter note, though, 2016 was good for like music. We had a lot of good albums drop. Drake dropped a lot of albums.
Drake.
What did he drop? He probably only dropped one. but
Drake.
It was fire though.
Drake.
Wait, was Lemonade last year too?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
okay.
all.
Beyonce, hey, a year is a long time.
Yeah.
A year is a long time.
When you think about it, though, man, when it starts off, the year starts off. January, February, March, April, May goes by so quick. You're like, man, this year's almost over. And then when it gets down like October, November, December, it seems to slow down.
That's because Christmas coming,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Because
All
Christmas
right.
coming.
You start trying to
Christmas
press the
coming.
gas on it. You just like slow down just a little bit.
Yeah, man. I mean, Drake. Hey, random question. How many girlfriends did Drake have in like 2016?
Man. Nikki was the only one that mattered.
Is it?
Wait,
Wait,
You know what I'm
about to
saying?
start rumors.
Wait,
dog.
didn't he have Serena? Was he with Serena for a little bit?
I think it was with Serena.
I
But
thought-
Serena.
Whoa,
Yes,
Williams?
Yes,
Serena, yes,
Williams.
bro.
It was.
Yes.
They were caught. From what my understanding was, I've seen it. They were caught like by a vehicle, and they were leaving somewhere, and they ended up kissing.
So, did she break him?
Did you not see her when she was competing for the Grand Slam, bro? He was every match. He was there.
Yeah.
Did she break him, though?
No, bro, she's bae. I don't care.
No, I'm not saying she. I'm just saying she could
She
break.
strapped,
She
that's
could
what you're
break
saying.
some men.
She can break anybody. I mean, with a swing, just a punch.
Toward the end of the year, he was rumored with like J Lo.
Oh,
You know
no.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't.
How
Crap
many-
on for that.
Wait,
What about
what'd you say?
Rihanna?
I can't-
Yeah, that was rumored too.
Yeah,
He was
that
messing
was
with
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
J Lo,
I
no
don't
matter
know.
how
I
old
don't
she
know.
gets, it doesn't matter. Like she's still beautiful. It's
Yeah,
like
bro.
Halle Berry.
She gets
Even Mariah
better
Carey.
the older she
As
gets.
much
bro.
as Mariah Carey was falling off, hate to say it,
Yeah.
but she's still beautiful.
That
Nah,
last
man.
performance was something else.
You don't think she's beautiful? You don't think Mariah Carey's still beautiful?
I honestly don't.
Nah, man.
That's just my opinion.
You,
Was
Mariah
she
Carey
younger?
now or Mariah Carey back in the day?
Now, back in the
so
day.
so like
Story.
skinny pole Mariah or like pop.
But that's just the type of girl. That's the type of girl I'm in. Like, I like a fit, athletic girl. You know, she's
But she wasn't like fit
She was
athletic.
slim,
She
she
was
was-
skinty.
bro. There was. I don't remember the music video, but never mind. Let's continue on. Continue on. I don't like her, first off. Her personality takes a lot of her beauty
Right,
away from her.
right. That is very true.
I mean, but the thing is, you got to set that aside though. You got to listen to like music alone versus their personality. Like if I take everything that
She don't have a voice anymore either.
But the thing is, if you take anything that like what happened with Michael Jackson, you would say you would never like his music. You know what I'm saying? You have to separate the two. Like same thing with Prince. You heard about a lot of stuff that Prince could have, would have, should have, and probably had done. And then you think about they may not be your lifestyle, but then if you listen to his music, you separate it. Regardless, my favorite song, probably one of my favorite songs that she did was with Boyz II Men, One Sweet Day. I like that song. It's a really good song. You probably don't care.
No, her most famous song is All I Want for Christmas.
That's
You ask anyone, like, hey, you know who Mariah Carey is? And
because
like,
that
Christmas
they
singer.
just know her for just that song. But if you are a
It's her
true
best
fan
song.
of the music, you should know more than just one song. Like people would know Michael Jackson as
She
Billie
had a
Jean,
voice.
just one song. If you haven't listened to a whole album and dissect it,
Yeah, she had a voice, but she got Ursula.
Bad example though. Everybody know Michael.
Yes.
She got
but
Ursula.
it's a lot of people.
Ursula.
Yeah, you know how Ursula takes the voice from
You saw
Little
that
Mermaid
meme
Man?
where it was just
Hey,
like,
hold on.
that.
But she got it worse than Ariel, man. You know, Ursula took her voice and her looks, man, and her personality. Like, Ursula took everything.
Why you Mariah Carey,
Like, oh my
I'm
god!
just saying, Ursula's walking around somewhere on the earth right now, looking
Let her
beautiful.
live.
I hate Mariah Carey.
Let her
Her
live.
personality could have always been like that.
Hey, she's
and I
still
guess
rich,
you never
though.
know.
Hey, you know what? Respect to that. Mariah Carey, you still have a career. Congratulations.
Nick Cannon. That's all I have to say. Nick.
Oh my god.
You know, he met her. They ended up dating because that was his like childhood crush, his celebrity crush as a kid, and he was at like a club or something telling her that, and they started dating from there.
That's cool.
That's funny.
Well, they didn't work.
I wish I meet Alicia Keys like that, and that happened.
Tony
for me.
Braxton for me.
Hey,
Tony Braxton. will
Wait, they're-
forever be there.
are they divorced?
I don't really have
Who?
this.
Nick and Mariah?
Yeah.
Thank you, Eminem.
Like if I saw Tony Braxton right now, I'm like, you've always been watching your music video, unbreak my heart.
Are we talking about singer celebrity crushes?
Just
or
like
I was
we
thinking
were
about
talking
Twitter.
about. We were just talking about singers.
Okay, who was yours then?
My celebrity crush or singer crush or like
I don't know. What I guess celebrity. They talk
It's so many.
there's a lot of celebrity crushes. I mean,
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Talk about that
the
chocolate.
good, the good.
Yeah.
But she
She-
is so typecast.
She's in my top 5, if not number 1.
She's
Number
so
1.
Who
Megan Good.
Oh,
They
oh,
typecast her in like the baby mama kind of like girlfriend type role. It gets old so quick. She's beautiful.
Think like a
right?
man. She wasn't that in Think Like a Man.
I mean, they
The girlfriend
changed it
role?
up.
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
she's
She was the
always a
girlfriend.
She was the girlfriend, but like, okay.
Yeah.
Now that I think
I had to think about the second movie too.
Nah,
And I was like,
think about it.
I'll
Yeah,
stop.
I mean,
You know.
it gets old real quick. I mean, she's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but just typecast so quick.
So when these celebrities like date each other like this, you know, normal people that date like that, they get considered to be a hoe. I say it, a hoe. I say it.
Quote unquote.
I say it. A hoe.
The video with the bus driver.
Oh, he said, your mama's a hoe.
Oh,
Whoever threw that piece of paper, your mom's a hoe.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it reminded me when you said it.
Hey, I'll say it
Your
again.
mom's
We
a
get looked at
hoe.
as hoes, right? So, would y'all consider celebrities that date around like that hoes? Like, are they hoes?
Are they? Can I say it? Are they fucking? Are they fucking?
I mean, TMZ's good, but I don't think their camera in the bedroom good.
If they ain't putting no tapes out, we can't really
That's what
answer
I'm
that.
saying.
We
That's
can't
what
really
I'm
answer
saying.
that.
I'll answer this question with probably the most famous tape out there. The one that created a career, single-handedly created a career,
And saved another one.
and saved another one.
Yeah, that's
And
what
saved
I'm talking
another one.
I'm just saying,
JKK.
I ain't saying Kim K's a hoe, but
But-
can we just talk about how she got famous?
Okay, but that was something that was between her and her dude, though.
Oh,
But I thought it was Ray J.
Yeah.
So
at,
it
the,
wasn't he-
at the time, that was
But
her
I'm
guy.
just saying, I hope to this day, every time she sees Ray J, she's like, thank you. Thank you.
But would she be famous if it wasn't Ray J? Like if it was just some normal dude?
I mean, because
hold on, her name was famous.
Dudes would have blew her
The
up. regardless.
Kardashian name was famous.
Right, you're
But
right.
Kim K wasn't
her
famous.
herself though.
No, Kim K. So the fact that the Kardashian name was on it, I think it wouldn't have mattered because I still think she would have been
she would have
famous.
been popular amongst dudes. Dudes would have. If it,
But Ray J was on the decline.
But
man.
she wasn't. She
Click
wasn't.
that soundbite, man.
She
We gonna
wasn't.
click this soundbite
She
real
wasn't
quick.
out there like that though.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, neither was. I mean, Ray J was popular because.
But they just knew he was Brandy.
His sister, yeah. So I wouldn't necessarily call him like he was a celebrity, but not for the
Yeah.
typical celebrity reason.
But she was with Nick Cannon before that.
Oh, I didn't know
A
that.
lot of people don't.
Wow.
I
did
didn't
not
know
know
that.
To be honest, I stay in my lane. I
You know
don't
what
worry
I
about
mean?
nobody else.
She
I
was
know
with.
But,
she was
like,
with.
how much of a career does Nick Cannon really?
That's my
Yeah.
point.
But Nick, but
That's my
Nick
point.
Cannon was popular. You thinking in the '90s and when he did
As a kid, you're
Nickelodeon,
right.
Nickelodeon
Yeah.
was-
When he was
Right.
on
Nick was
Nickelodeon,
popular
yeah.
Before he
Yeah.
just fell off.
Yeah.
Fell
Real
off and
Husbands
then
of Hollywood.
America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. He was actually popular at that time doing, then start Wild Now
Yeah,
popped
Wild
down.
N' Out.
So he got real popular with. So to say that he wasn't as good because now you look at him now, you gotta think about it back then.
So she got famous. She went from. We won't even call Nick Cannon. We'll go from Ray J. She went to Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush, that's right.
She went
To,
to
the
Chris
player.
Humphries.
And then Miles Austin.
Don't
forget about Miles Austin.
Y'all know me.
They were engaged for a second, weren't they? They were engaged for a
second.
second, weren't they?
Cowboys, right? He was on the
Yeah,
Cowboys.
he was on the Cowboys at the time.
You want to know what's funny?
Wow.
He was actually good before they started dating.
Yeah,
He
and-
became trash
and
after
now
that.
she landed with I actually watched a video where a guy was talking about how they're all bad luck, like all the
All
Kardashians
slut-
you date
yeah.
one bad luck.
Was it Lamar just
Whoa,
was
hey,
just
Tristan's
gone?
doing okay?
Who? Tristan.
Chloe. Doesn't Chloe have Tristan Thompson now?
Has he been relevant though? Has he
He
been
is
relevant?
still that presence down low. He's still getting rebounds. He
Is-
is still rebounding the
Thompson.
ball.
Who
What
is
team?
Tristan? Who-
Cavs.
Oh, where he at though?
Exactly. He didn't even know.
He is still really.
I don't know. But I didn't know.
He's a role player.
I forgot what team he was on, but I
Okay.
didn't know.
Okay.
He's okay. when it counts.
So she's now with Kanye. Is Kim Kardashian like considered? Would y'all consider her?
Now that she's married with kids now. But she
But
got
back-
famous for being a hoe.
You can't play Holy Savior
She-
after that. We're married with
But-
kids.
No, hold
You
on.
can't
no,
be
no.
you can't be Mother Teresa. and
But
not
why
be
is she
married
a
with
hoe?
kids.
Because she had a sex tape. Like, why does that make her?
No, that's not what we're saying.
We just talking about why? What?
Did you just ask, why is she a
Yes.
hoe for making a sex tape and getting
Yes.
famous off it?
Yes.
I think that's the definition of being a hoe.
No,
Wait,
that's-
in
that's-
her defense,
that's-
Ray
that's
J
like-
made the
that's-
money.
Yeah, that's like-
Ray J
that's-
made
that's-
the
that's like
money.
slut-shaming
Whoa,
almost.
hold on.
There
Did
we
Ray
go.
J really make the money? And at the end of the day, who's sitting in the high castle right now?
Yeah, but that's
And it ain't
okay.
because of Kanye.
All right, who made the money off the tape though?
Who's
Ray
in the
J.
tape?
Because Ray J needed that money. But Kim, I'm not saying Kim's stupid. Kim saw the future. And Kim was like, whoa, this is actually taking off.
Drop it.
Yeah, she was like, this is taking off. You know what? I ain't
Okay.
gonna fight this.
So at what number then? I guess this becomes a question. At what number are you considered a hoe at that like
It depends. Honestly, it depends.
It does.
It depends on like how many months go by, how many like you try to give it a number. Like in your span, if you're like 19 and you've had like 30 guys, we have a problem here. But you know what I'm saying? If you're older,
Older
consensual
what, man
adults-
or woman? Because if you a hoe and you a girl, then it's an insult. But if you a hoe and you a guy, it's not
but
an
people
insult.
but guys still get call man whores. It's not like girls are the
only from women?
yeah.
Women get called hoes from guys and girls because girls do that shit too.
Yeah.
So,
That shit.
Yeah.
yeah,
He got in his feelings. He got passionate real quick.
he got emotional.
Oh, he said shit. Let him drink.
No, I just feel like it depends on the longevity of how long a relationship goes and where you go to next. So if it's like 6 months to a year and then you move on, it's a different story. But if you just every week, oh my
Every
god,
week? Like you got a new sex partner every week?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well-
what about every month? Is that too much?
It's 12 months.
All right. I want to hear from you. I want to hear a woman's perspective.
I can't
Before-
talk. I am married.
I know, but
Oh,
before, hold on.
My husband is right
Yeah,
there.
You want them secrets to fly out.
He in the room. He's
Yeah.
like,
Real close.
No, hold on. No,
It's
I
not
want
like
to.
I had I'm not having
But before I
Be
state
your daddy's
mine,
friend.
I want to hear what a woman thinks. You know, from experience or not. I just want to hear your opinion on it.
On what?
On
Hoes?
how the number, if there is one.
That. I don't know. Just for me personally, I don't like before my husband. I didn't like.
Hey,
Right.
hey, let's get this out of the way now. He knew exactly what he was going to sit in on.
It's like Bernie Mac when Bernie Mac was talking
If
about
he
it,
didn't
was
expect
getting
shit like this, he shouldn't be sitting in here.
Hey, that's true. That's true.
No
Ted.
offense, Ted.
That's true.
No offense,
That's
Ted.
true.
I'm just saying, I personally didn't sleep with guys who had like a high double-digit number.
So,
Just
so,
because.
so you're asking.
We should have signed waivers.
Saw out before to see how many.
Yeah, I did. Of course, they lied.
Might want to get on that.
You know, they
Johnny
don't
Cocker.
lowball their number, but I
Wait,
just feel.
so are you saying you wouldn't consider the girl a hoe if the guy she slept with don't have a high body count?
That's a complicated question.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, did you understand it or do I need to break it down?
So you can break it down.
Okay, so you said the guys before your husband you slept with didn't have double digits.
They did, but you know, like I'm sure they did, but they lowball it. I said a high double-digit
Okay,
number. 'Cause
okay,
10,
okay.
10's not high. 11, 12, I guess.
agree.
I guess.
She said 11, 12.
Uh,
Started getting quiet.
what's high?
I don't know.
What's considered as a high number?
Well, because you know how they say, like, if you sleep with one person,
20?
you're sleeping with, you know, every person
Everybody
that
they
they
slept
sleep
with,
That,
yep.
Yeah.
That's enough bullshit.
You don't think that?
Really?
You don't think that?
What number do you
So-
consider high, man?
Well, hold on. Is 20 high?
Depends on your
No,
age.
just your
Yeah.
opinion. Your opinion.
Yeah,
Your
depends
opinion.
on your age. That is very true.
Your
if,
opinion.
if y'all was on just a strict
If I was on 20.
hypothetical test,
If I was on 20. Hold on. Let's point this out. If I was on 20, would that be
How
high?
old are you?
I'm 24.
I mean, he was getting it in high
That-
school and college.
Is
I don't.
So yes, that's high.
You're 24. I guess that's not that high. No.
The range 20 to 30. Let's just go with that range.
I don't think that's bad.
okay, all right, wait, are we talking about you specifically, Mace?
Right.
No, this is a hypothetical. I'm just
Okay.
because she said 10 was high,
We
so
don't
I'm going
wanna
over
pick
the
cases
next.
on
Okay,
Right.
so when is this hypothetical person? When did they become active? Because I think that's probably
Yes.
what it
Let's
comes
just
down
assume
to.
18. Let's just assume 18.
So
and on.
from 18 to 24,
You slept with
20 people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a
All right,
lot.
all right.
College was fun for them.
All right,
Hell yeah.
all right. So
Frats.
I had a hard time thinking about this, like from an unbiased standpoint, because first off, I think this is a double standard question. You know, women are viewed a lot differently than men. That on this, taking that away from all that. So I actually surveyed on Facebook, not for the responses. I didn't care about the responses, but I wanted to see who answered. I only had 3 guys answer. Only 2 of the answers were like worth reading.
I remember.
Yeah.
some of them.
So what that tells me is like women care about this a lot more than guys, and I think that says a lot to this. So for me, numbers don't matter. The number does not matter at all. At all. What it comes down to is situation. And one of the girls who commented said there was a 15-year-old that she knew that had slept with 2 guys. At 15, she thought that was a lot. But the second guy she slept with, she ended up marrying. They're now 23. At 23, 2 guys is not a lot. So it changes situationally. Like you said, the age matters. I think the situation matters.
But she was on lock though at that point.
Yeah.
So.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's a hypothetical,
Yeah.
Mace.
She-
Here's
Okay.
a hypothetical.
All right, shoot.
You going out with this girl,
Mhm.
and she tells you that she was active.
She's 24, like me?
Now,
Okay.
she slept with 20 guys,
Okay.
and she's been active since she was 18.
Okay.
What's your thought process?
Don't
Because
care.
you said
Nobody-
numbers don't matter.
Yeah.
So what's your thought process?
To me, it doesn't bother me.
That's
6 years, 20 people?
Okay, what if you can feel it?
PC's boobs. vagina.
Well, now you
What does that mean? Elaborate on that.
Hold on, wait. What if I can feel it? Weren't
What
you
if
trying to
can
figure
feel
what if I
those
could?
20 guys, like you know.
Wouldn't that be? Hold on. Wouldn't that be? What if you couldn't feel it? Essentially,
Yeah.
What she's
you know what
saying
I
is
mean.
you talking
is that
about
you know?
literal sense. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know. Okay, so at that point,
Because
you know.
you in it like.
Well, wait. Am I
you
trying to, you know, lock this girl down, or am I just trying to get it
I
in for
don't
the night? No, this matters.
I know. I'm saying what? Okay, when you went in blinded, yes, you like. Oh, I can see myself being with her. But then she
Nah.
dropped that whammy on you.
Nah, not.
Why? Why?
No.
that shit
No,
doesn't
hold
matter,
on.
though,
No,
right?
after you said if I can feel it.
Yes.
If I'm not sexually attracted to her after that,
So you
like,
got to hit first. That's what you saying.
Yeah.
Numbers don't matter.
Yeah.
Numbers don't matter until I hit first. That's what you said.
So that situational thing, I think she better be the perfect girl, essentially. Like she better be bae.
Like Megan Good, babe, or can she?
Bro,
be...
Megan Good could have sex with 150 guys. I don't care. Like, nah, I don't really. Megan Good is bae, bro. Bae.
Wait, not 150. Wait.
Speak on it, Ron. Speak
Slow
on
down.
it.
Not 150. Do you have morals?
That's a lot of bodies. That's a lot of bodies.
Like,
Oh, wait,
that's
so
a
hold
body
on.
to the
That's
floor.
another conversation. Are you saying it's a moral injustice to have sex with that many?
You don't have
People?
self-respect for yourself.
Right.
What if
do
you
you-
like sex? What if that's your hobby?
Well,
That's a different story.
That's your
But
sign.
but
It's liking
but
sex.
are you getting money for it? And you know what I'm saying? Are you getting money and stuff? All this stuff.
Well,
for it?
now
Or
we're
is
getting
just-
into
is it
it.
just-
Yeah,
Well,
we're
no,
getting
no,
into
no,
a whole
but-
profession.
but pornography and stuff like that, they still get paid for that. True.
yeah,
But
that
that's
is
what I'm
true.
saying.
That's
Would you date a porn star? Because I guarantee you
Hell
they've had
no.
all sorts of men up in there.
Who? Who? You sound like
No, I
thought
was
you were
just
saying
going at
who-
the question. That
No.
was my button. That was my
Hold
ad.
on. What if this porn star though is got the perfect personality? That's your girl.
I don't
Hey,
care.
a lot of them probably
Really?
do, bro.
That's just not.
They
that's
probably
not a-
good people.
that's-
What if she
they're
said she'd
good people.
quit the business?
You quit the business, good.
Everybody
but,
can still see.
Wow.
Yeah, but I feel like because I'm a person who prefers a person who at least dignifies himself to a T. Like I don't want when I go out, when a girl gets dressed up, I mean I'm gonna have to survey. Like I don't want your boobs all out there. Like if you got a nice cut, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. Like it's a dress made. But when you putting them up there, sitting them out, so all the dudes can look like it's a different to be like, yeah, this is my girl. But like when you got dudes, like pretty much, I feel like she's trying to entertain. It gets to the point where it's like
She's trying to find somebody. She's trying to get attention.
yeah, it's when somebody's trying to seek that attention from somebody else in that matter, then it's different. That's different. I shouldn't have to have somebody that I'm with that's seeking for that type of attention. They should be wanting to have that self-reserve because it's for me and not for the rest of the world.
That's fair.
But it's 2017 though. Like,
What they
how
gotta do
many-
with
how many?
anything?
How many of them girls exist though?
There's a lot.
No.
There's a lot. They see the thing
I think
is
they're out there.
They're out there. It's just they may not look or be as bad as Megan Good as everybody explained them to be.
I feel.
but hold on.
You preaching to the choir, bro.
I also think, hold on, those girls that you're talking about
Mm-hmm.
that we say they're out there, but I also think, and this is just my opinion, those girls have a high expectation, essentially.
They're looking for something else
And-
that's not realistic.
Exactly. They're looking for something that's not realistic. You know, they need to adjust the times just as much as anyone else needs to adjust the times. And I'm not saying that you need to find yourself a man, like you need to sacrifice your beliefs
Right.
for a man at all. What I'm saying is that you need to not think that every guy is flawless. Like they don't have issues in the past.
Yeah,
Like,
everybody has flaws. True story.
you know, in fact, I have a friend, and I don't want to put her on blast, but she broke up with a guy she'd been dating 3 years because she found out he had a huge drug habit in high school.
Well, that's
In high school?
That's kind of.
that's
That's-
kind
But
of
hold on. He got clean. Like he left school and got clean, and he turned his life around. He was clean when he was with her. He'd been clean the whole relationship, but because he didn't reveal that to her, and she had a problem with drug use.
This was prior to
Yes.
the relationship.
Yes.
It's trust though.
Because she said she doesn't
That is a
she
trust-
doesn't
it's a trust
stand drugs, like no tolerance.
But
See,
if
that's
he-
I
if
am
he
the
got
same way.
clean,
But like, the thing is I think for me, like if you smoke.
But that's currently.
I
You're
know-
talking
I know.
currently, yeah.
Even in the past, I think smoking is a little bit different. A little like I feel like smoke. I have a no tolerance for it.
Smoke anything?
I don't know. It just
What?
I think I just have a no tolerance for just smoking. I don't know.
Okay.
It-
All right.
I've never really talked to anybody that. Well, I have talked to somebody who's done weed, but I think it's more the fact that me, I'm just kind of like, that's not my environment. I don't smoke,
I feel
so
you.
why would I ever want to talk to somebody who even engages in an activity? So it's just one of those things.
That's
that,
funny.
So it's just like that's why we're good friends. Like, so it's just like I feel like me personally, that's just not something I would engage in. So for him to not reveal that to her, I would find that a big issue because you've been together for a long time. You're trying to trust each other. You're trying to get to that next step. When you have just taken that and just held that information and never shared it.
But how did she find out though?
I think he told her.
Then he ain't holding the information.
Well,
No. I think no.
I look at it differently.
I
I think she found out.
I don't know.
She found out
I don't
through
know
the
the
grapevine. Yeah,
I don't know
he
the-
told her.
I don't know the specific details, but I think it came down. There was an argument at some point, and then that's when the information was revealed. And like I said,
Arguments always reveal information.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to state that I know everything about how it went down, and I'm not saying that's the only reason. Like she dropped him,
Right.
but I know that was a factor.
I don't know. Whoever you are, give him a second chance.
Well,
Especially if you love
Like
him.
if you love him and he turned his life around and he did come. Yeah.
he moved on.
As much.
He
Okay.
moved on.
well,
Never mind. I lied.
Well, you lost out.
Yeah.
I tried.
You lost.
Messed
Sorry,
up.
sorry, whoever you are.
Whoever you are.
I mean, he at least tried. It's for a man to sit there and take his time to turn his life around and want to be better for her. That's rare to find. Sometimes qualities in men. In my opinion.
That's true. They
'Cause
all
men
say
are
they
stubborn.
want a nice guy. Yancey. That's funny. Yancey.
Yes,
Put
he
your-
is funny, guys. He's
Put yourself
Fluffy.
out there. Put
Girls,
yourself out there.
girls.
Put yourself
Fluffy.
out there. Come on.
Fluffy.
One time.
I'm good. I'm good in the wintertime.
He keep
You
you warm, he
feel
keep you
me?
safe.
Keep him warm. He'll
Ask
feed
me
you hot
how
dogs.
many times my phone rang since we've been here. Not one.
It's funny because all the girls be on you at work.
That's true.
That's true.
But that's
Hey.
for play. That's for play.
They just think
Yeah.
you cute because
Yeah.
you're what a beautiful chocolate man. Like that's what it is. That's what it boils down to.
For any of you ladies
I'm
listening in
lovable.
on this,
I'm
go to
lovable.
www.yancyneedslove.com. It's a dating site we set up in his honor. And,
Hashtag I love
go
you.
There we go.
Hashtag
I
I
love
love
Yancey. Like,
Yancey.
let's go ahead and
Right.
plug the brand.
Yeah,
I
so
love Yancey.
hashtag I love
Go ahead.
Yancey.
Plug it in. Plug it in.
All right, that's funny.
Oh, gosh.
So that was interesting. 2016 though, a lot of controversy surrounded the movement called Black Lives Matter. Now, oh, look at the white boy at the table.
He's getting excited.
Right. Okay.
Licking his chops.
Whoa, hey, drink your lemonade,
I'm sorry.
bro.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, not the lemonade.
We getting off topic. So for those that don't know about the Black Lives Matter movement, it's basically African Americans that's coming together, that's having issues with the way that we are being, how did Kaepernick put this?
Injusticely treated. I
Treated,
don't even know what's the word injustice.
oppressed. Kaepernick used oppressed a lot.
Which, in my opinion, is a strong word.
I mean, but
But you
it's-
have-
I get his
it's-
point.
it's-
His point was on
different.
par. His point was on par.
And
Yeah.
then you have those that see the movement and think that
They're terrorists.
the terrorist
Which is
or
crazy.
they like the movement, but they're going about it the wrong way. So my question to you all is,
Right.
Tony Lauren. Hashtag.
Table that. Table
We're
that.
gonna table that one.
Table that one.
The question is the movement Black Lives Matter doing more harm than good?
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like Michael Chi said in his from Saturday Night Live from his stand-up Matters, he just said,
Is that the name of the stand-up?
Yes, Matters.
Oh, okay.
Please watch it.
All right.
If you're
Netflix.
listening, please
Yes.
watch it.
It's very funny,
Please watch
and
it.
but it's very informational.
Michael G.
Michael Chi.
Che.
Che. Yeah,
Matters. Okay.
Matters. All he's saying is Black Lives Matter. Not that it matters more than you. We just want to matter. That's it. How hard is it to just exist? We just want to exist. We just want civil rights. We just want people to be civil towards us. How hard is it just to matter? The lowest common denominator, matter. We're not asking for more. Be different. We're asking like equal rights. We just want to matter. I think that's where it starts. So that's why people come up with these little subgroups of all lives matter, and
Blue lives
Blue
the
lives
blue
matter.
lives
Hey,
matter.
blue lives don't fucking exist.
Now, hold on. I'm not saying they weren't creating them to, whatever their motives for creating those groups. If Black Lives Matter wants to be heard, they need to respect the groups that come up opposing it. Like, you need to respect opposition just as much as you want your voice heard. Like, you can't expect to be heard if you're not willing to
No,
listen.
that's like that's
Hold on,
being racist. The tandem
Saying Blue Lives Matter, they're just saying...
No.
Yeah.
Well, yes, because a person when the cop shooting in Dallas, people just because Black Lives Matter were there, people were just assuming they were black people just going off at the helms, shooting. That's when that occurred.
Actually, there wasn't that much rioting. The cops and the protesters, the actual protesters, kept it pretty under wraps. The dude that was suspected...
That's what I'm saying, though.
turned himself over pretty
But I'm
peacefully.
saying a lot of people assumed it was black people without knowing the story. That's why cops, Blue Lives Matter, even that's when that came around, because people didn't know the true story. So you have these harboring racists who believe these things that Fox News or whatever news sites putting stuff out there that makes them believe that this is what's going on. And people don't understand that that really didn't happen, and they will never understand. They're going to call it the Black Lives Matter movement terrorist, regardless of what.
I got some thoughts on those people. I agree with you. Do you?
You want all the black people to speak?
Well, no, I
so
want-
you can
Before you
address them
wrap it up on the
individually.
end, yeah.
No. I want to hear what they say, and then I want to say what I have, and I want you guys to comment on what you think on what I say. Definitely, like, for sure.
I want to hear what he got to say.
Do you want me to go
Yeah.
first? All right.
Boy.
So before I can start any of this, let me state this. I agree wholeheartedly with the core ideals of Black Lives Matter. I went on their website. I started to do some research. I kind of read what they want to represent, what they want to get out there.
Right.
And they do, on their website, insinuate that they are for all groups. They are trying to be diverse. Now, obviously, they are still focused on black people in America, but they definitely are mentioning, like, we want to support sexual identity. We want to support diversity among all cultures and races and stuff like that. So I respect that 100%. Here's where I need to make some comments on that, though. The protests for overall have been peaceful for the most part.
Right.
You mentioned Dallas,
Yes.
but Dallas, the protest itself was fine. It was just one isolated incident, one crazy person who decided to open up on some cops.
Right.
There's some other isolated protests where they got a little out of hand, but you can't really. I can't speculate on
people in one group, right?
Yeah, I can't speculate who was to blame for that.
Right.
But they did get out of hand. Once again, isolated incidents. One thing I think Black Lives Matter needs to do better on, the actual group needs to do better on, so to make their voices heard, is that they need to kind of be consistent across the board. There was a shooting of an officer here in Florida,
Right.
Lieutenant Deborah Myers, I believe her last name is,
Right.
by Markeith Lloyd.
Mm-hmm.
Incidents like that, black on black crime, needs to be opposed by Black Lives Matter just as much as white on black crimes. And the thing is especially politically driven crimes like that one was in the news for what, a week?
Yeah.
Almost 2 weeks?
Hey, I was looking for him. I wanted that bread.
Yeah, all of us wanted that bread. But anyways. And then the Chicago violence. That's a lot of black on black crime. And I think it needs some attention. And I feel like if Black Lives Matters were to have some presence there and stand up and say, hey, listen, guys, this is unacceptable. Like, we shouldn't be doing this to ourselves when we're out there crying that no one else should be doing this. Like, I love their idea. I do. And I do believe there's some oppression, since that word's been thrown already a little bit in the country. And I don't think it's being handled correctly by the media or our government, in fact. And I know I'm sitting with a bunch of Obama fans, but I feel like Obama could have done more. I'm not saying he didn't do anything. I feel like he could have done more.
I said Obama fans.
I feel like he could have done more.
I feel like Obama could do what he could, being the first black president. Do you think about it? Yes, he could have said something along the lines that will have black people up in arms and geared and doing this, but it's up to black people to want to have the drive to do it.
Not just black people. It's up to everyone.
Well, yeah, it's up to everybody, but you said black people. You
Yes,
said something to black
yeah.
people. So yes, Obama made it. Hashtag we made it.
Yeah.
He made it. And the thing is, what people don't understand is, just because he got into office didn't mean that he's going to change laws to sit here and benefit just black people and just do this for black people and make us go out and just have a purge against white people. Not happening. It's up to black people to sit here and to now look at self and say, self say, huh? Self needs to realize I can be better. President Obama is a prime example of being better. He made it to the highest office in the land. If you as a black person don't get energized by that, don't get driven by that, want to do better for yourself by that, you're just an ignorant nigga. That's what it is. You're just being ignorant. That's straight up.
Okay.
Anybody who's ignorant of the fact of anything that is, yes, you can be that N-word. You're just ignorant. So that's what makes me, I think, look at this whole movement as, yes, this movement is trying to do something, but then when you have the opposition coming in and trying to make it seem like it's something that it's not, yeah, that's good and all. But then as black people, we should also push. Obama can't do everything on his own. He couldn't do everything on his own.
I didn't want to see him change laws. You want to know what I wanted to see him do? Ferguson, perfect example. What stopped him from making a trip to Ferguson and giving a speech? He could have, he
could have.
He is such a great speaker. He could have calmed those crowds.
Look though. If you think about it, I feel like to me it would have got him trying to, every time something happened against a black person, would just make things worse. Of saying, oh, black people this, black people. I think he was trying to stay out of it. Honestly, for the most part, not put his hands so deep in it, was showing that he was a president for everybody. If every time something happened and he was in the black community like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, it's a different story. But he's a president of these United States, of the America. And
he came from Chicago, though. He came from those streets in Chicago.
That. And he can only do so much, though. He's the president. But people in Chicago still have to hold their own.
I agree.
They have the senators, they got the governors, they got the mayors. There's a chain of command. Like if you're at work and people got to go through you just to get through you because you're a higher up boss, that's how it is for them. You just can't be a low person on a totem pole and say, okay, President Obama is the president. You have a chain of command. You have mayors, you have governors, you have all these people, your Senate representatives. But people don't see that. When midterms come, people don't vote for people who will help them and be in the best interest for them. That's why I think, in my opinion, I think he did everything that he could within the reasonable doubt. Because me in his position, I would have done the same thing.
But what did he do though? That's my question. What did he actually do?
You can address the situation and you can sit there but to try to sit there and go in and put your hands on it, I think you just make matters worse. In my opinion, that's my opinion. I feel like if he would have gone in and would have addressed every single black.
But take the color out of it though. Take the color out of it for a second.
Well, then that's what I'm saying. He was been a president for for America. Then you wouldn't have to look at it like it's a black issue. But because you said in Chicago with the shootings, most of it was black and white related. If you would have gone in and done something with that geared toward the blackness of something, of every time somebody died, it would have been looked like, oh, he's only a president for Black America. That's why Jesse Jackson ran in '88 and only got 88 votes.
Yeah.
Because he let freedom ring stuff is not working. We have so many people. It's a melting pot in America.
Yeah.
You can't sit here and gear toward one fan base and expect
I give you that.
People to listen.
You're 100% correct. My thing is like, I'm not even looking at it as he's going in to silence the black community, like calm down the black community. Right. I'm looking at it as like his words, because he had he swayed black people. Black people got him to the White House. I'm just saying,
actually,
black people he could not.
Hold on, not by himself. I'm just saying there was more African American voters to turn out for that election than any other election.
Look what you're looking at. He is the first African American,
which is awesome.
Okay, that's black people are going to come out to vote regardless.
I think we've gotten completely off the topic.
We have.
The topic is the movement, not Obama. Is the movement doing more harm than good? Gio, did you want to address anything Mason said?
Anything Mason said? He said a lot.
Based on just the Black Lives Matter.
I personally, I always have an issue with the black on black crime. I don't agree with that just because that don't exist to me. Because does anybody ever, everybody always says it's the white on white crime. Nobody ever brings up white on white crime because that doesn't exist.
You're right. You're correct.
That does not exist. So I just don't agree that there is black on black crime. It does obviously exist.
It's a thing that was
it's not something that's profiled.
Does anybody like what about white on white crime?
The media coverage is still covering the black on black crime. If Black Lives Matter could silence some of that, because you're right, it's publicized a lot and it's not fair because that's just a regular day of life.
But the thing is, like she said, to me, again, black on black crime is not honestly a real thing. Crime is crime, regardless if it's black on black, white on white.
If you live in a black community,
of course it's gonna be black on black.
If you live in a white community, it's gonna be white on white.
So final question: should the Black Lives Matter movement continue to be a thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Full force.
Absolutely.
Full force.
But like again, like he said, I mean, they have to up their game. Like now it's not okay. Now that Obama is leaving office, you can't be complacent. You can't just sit here and have the same, status quo what you've been doing since then. You're going to be alienated by yourself, and you're going to be seen now as terrorist. You have to change. You're going to have to say, okay, now maybe change your name. Maybe not to All Lives Matter. No. But to something
Yeah.
But I'm saying there's something that's just more culturally that makes other people feel like they're included other than black. That's the thing. When there's a black stamp on it, people are like, oh, I ain't trying to be a part of that. You have to look at something in the fashion of thinking that let's have everybody included. You know what I'm saying? So I think there just things might have to change where people can look at this group and say, okay, I can get on board versus that now that it's just Black Lives Matter because people see it as just a terrorist group. And, just might have to change it up a little bit.
Final thoughts, Gio.
Well, I was gonna comment on Roderick saying to change the name. Didn't they, name it Black Lives Matter because of all the stuff that are happening specifically to black people?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure it happens to Hispanics,
right.
and it obviously happens to Muslims and whatever. But I mean, what we've seen on social media, on video, like how policemen have been, not saying that they've been targeting black people,
right.
but that's what we see. And I hate that it's put out on social media like that it looks like that they're targeting black people. I'm sure it's not that way, but that's what it looks like. And I just feel like that Black Lives Matter is that I feel like it shouldn't change.
I didn't really mean like changing the actual name of it. Just, I guess the subtitles of everything should be just changed to where you could just feel included. Because some people...
Well, that's what they're trying to do. He said, like Mason said on the website, how they're including,
Yeah, they mentioned the other
They can
groups.
mention it, but you can say something, but until you go out and do it, that's a different story. You have to prove that that's what you're doing versus what people are seeing.
And on top of what she said,
Believing it's
I think they are. I think they are trying to represent other groups. However, and this is why I mentioned the media with all my statements, I don't think Black Lives Matter is doing anything wrong. I think the media is portraying them wrong, and they're not giving them fair. And that's why I mentioned Obama, and that's how it plays into Black Lives Matter. The media needs to be reined in. The media is causing a lot of issues in this country, a lot of issues.
Right.
And I think Black Lives Matter got a bad rap, and it created a sort of a victim mentality. People were like, "Oh, they're just trying to play the victim," because of how the media portrayed them.
Exactly.
And I think it just bred more animosity among some Black Lives Matter members and other members of other communities, and it just got worse and worse and worse, and the media did nothing to help. The media originally was supposed to be to communicate correct information, to get the word out there, not portray something in a certain light,
Right.
Well, I personally agree with you all. I think it should be a thing. It should be a thing. They have to get better. They have to do better. They can't stay complacent. I agree with that. And final thoughts on the name. I think Black Lives Matter should stay a thing. I don't think it like singles, like it don't just put just black people in a group. And I say that because as black people, we know about the Divine Nine fraternities, which has white members. Right. And that's fraternities that was created at historically black colleges for African Americans, and white people join them. So just because it says black don't mean that they can't be a part of the movement. So I think the name should stick. They should do a better job at explaining what the movement is for, and then maybe the name. Right. For the black,
right. Like they explain what they're gearing toward and what they're trying to do.
Right. So maybe if that is cleared up, what they're trying to accomplish more, then maybe more races would be amped to in the whole but all lives matter thing.
Right.
Mainly white people. Mexicans or Hispanics don't do that.
Speculation.
But
speculation.
That's true. We're gonna wrap up the round table with that. On that note, there. if you enjoyed it, please like, please share, please comment. Even send us topics that you might want to hear us debate about. Because look, we all about drama and controversy here. So if you got something you want to hear us debate, argue, laugh, talk about, just watch it, comment it, send us messages. So stay tuned because we got more. How y'all feel? Y'all feel
Feel
good?
good.
Good.
I'd like to do a quick shout out real quick.
Go ahead.
We you'll see it in the video. We have a awesome logo that's going to be posted, and my friend Paula Marzetti made the logo for us, and I hope you all like it. We plan on getting that out there and maybe getting some merchandise with the logo on it. But wanted to make sure she got some credit for that, and thank you to our awesome production crew in the background here helping us out. We appreciate it, boys.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You guys ready to sign off?
I'm ready to sign off.
All right, Rod, and I'm out.
Oh, I was about to start singing Out of the Box.
That would have been one hell of a sign off.
Yeah,
Just in case those producers are watching, Gio,
you're
Gio trying to
right,
make it.
Yeah, there we go. I'm Mason. I'm out.
All right, y'all. Miracles and blessings. I'm Yancey. Was that awkward? All right.
Nice, bro.
I think that gotta stay. Was that awkward?